I never thought my life would take such a tragic turn. It was a sunny day when I received the devastating news of my fiancé's sudden demise. My heart shattered into a million pieces, and I found myself navigating through a sea of grief and confusion. As the days passed, I sought solace in the memories we had created together. But little did I know that a storm was brewing on the horizon. My fiancé's family, who had always been distant and reserved towards me, decided to take their grievances to the courtroom. They claimed that I was not entitled to keep the gifts and the engagement ring he had given me. Their argument centered around the notion that since we had not officially tied the knot, these possessions should be returned to them, as if our love had never existed. I stood before the judge, trying to comprehend the gravity of the situation. It felt surreal, as if my world was collapsing around me once again. The courtroom was filled with tension, and I could sense the hostility emanating from my late fiancé's family. Throughout the trial, I fought back tears, determined to defend the love we had shared. I recounted moments of joy, laughter, and dreams we had nurtured together. I reminded them of the promises we had made to each other and the plans we had for our future. I argued that these gifts were not mere objects, but symbols of the love and commitment we had for each other. They represented the dreams and hopes we had cherished as a couple. I pleaded with the judge to consider the emotional significance behind these possessions. As the trial progressed, the judge listened attentively to both sides. It was evident that my late fiancé's family was driven by anger and grief, unable to see beyond their pain. However, the judge acknowledged the depth of our connection and recognized the importance of honoring the love we had shared. In a moment that felt like an eternity, the judge announced a decision. He ruled in my favor, understanding that these gifts were not mere material possessions, but embodiments of a love that had been tragically cut short. He saw the validity of our commitment, even in the absence of a formal marriage. Leaving the courtroom that day, I felt a mix of relief and sadness. I had won the battle to keep these tangible reminders of our love, but I knew that the wounds left by the trial would take time to heal. In the end, I held on to the memories we had created, cherishing the love we shared in my heart. The legal battle might have taken its toll, but love, in all its beauty and complexity, cannot be diminished by the constraints of a courtroom. And so, I moved forward, carrying the legacy of our love with me, forever grateful for the time we had together and the strength I had found within myself.